Wen the pig. Coll had a pig. He had lots of pigs, actually. Looking after them was his job. He lived in Cornwall with his pigs. He liked all his pigs, and they liked him. But he definitely had a favourite pig. Her name was Hen Wen. It means the old white one. She was old and big, very big. Coll looked at her big belly, and he could see that soon she was going to give birth. He was looking forward to seeing Hen Wen's piglets. The trouble was, a wizard had been to visit King Arthur. The wizard could see the future. He said, "An island of Britain will have terrible trouble because of one of Hen Wen's babies." Arthur brought his knights to hunt Hen Wen, to kill her before the piglets were born. Coll was horrified when he heard that King Arthur wanted to kill his favourite pig. "Why?" he asked. "She isn't causing any trouble. She's just a pig. Why doesn't the king like her? She's lovely." Hen Wen didn't wait for Arthur and his knights. She ran down to the seashore. Coll ran after her. Hen Wen jumped into the sea. Coll jumped in after her. Hen Wen began to swim. Coll held on tight to her tail, so that as she swam, she pulled him along. Hen Wen swam right across the Severn Sea from Cornwall to Wales. She escaped from King Arthur and his knights. She came ashore in Gwent. She shook her head to get the water out of her ears, and a grain of wheat and a bee fell out of her right ear. Because of Hen Wen, Gwent became famous for wheat and honey. Then she went back into the sea. She took Coll with her. She swam along the south coast of Wales until she came to Pembroke. She came ashore in Pembroke. She shook her head to get the water out of her ears, and a grain of barley and a bee fell out of her left ear. Because of Hen Wen, Pembroke became famous for its honeyed barley beer. She went back into the sea again. She took Coll with her. She swam along the west coast of Wales until she came to Snowdonia. She came ashore and gave birth to a wolf cub and an eagle chick. Coll was worried about these unusual babies. He remembered what the wizard had said. They didn't seem like the right sort of babies for a pig. He gave the eagle chick to the man of the north, and he gave the wolf cub to the man of the west. He hoped they would be able to stop these strange babies from causing trouble. Hen Wen went back into the sea with Coll. She swam along the Menai Straits and came ashore in Arvon at the Black Stone. There she gave birth to a kitten. Now Coll was really worried. He said to himself, "A pig isn't the right sort of mother for a wolf, or an eagle, or a cat." He looked at the kitten. It was the biggest kitten he'd ever seen. It had been born with its eyes open and a mouthful of sharp teeth. It didn't look friendly. It looked like trouble. Terrible trouble. Coll made up his mind. He didn't want to do it, but he knew he must. He picked up the kitten, turned round and threw it into the sea. Hen Wen stared at him. There were tears in her eyes. "I'm sorry, old friend," said Coll. "I feel like crying too, but I think the kitten would have made big trouble for us. Come on, let's go home. You should have little pink piglets to look after, not wild animals." Coll and Hen Wen swam back to Cornwall. What they didn't know was the kitten was a good swimmer too. It swam right across the Menai Straits onto the island of Anglesey. The great big kitten came ashore in Anglesey. A man called Palag was walking along the beach. He saw it lying on the rocks with its fur all dripping wet. "You poor thing," he said, "you nearly drowned. I'll take you home and look after you." Palag took the cat home, and his sons took care of the cat. They fed it well. It grew and grew and grew. Soon it was as big as a tiger, and just as fierce. People started to feel afraid of it. They called it Palag's cat. It got really dangerous and started to attack people. Warriors tried to stop it, but it killed them, one by one. Palag sent a messenger to King Arthur. "We need help," said the messenger. "Palag's cat has killed 90 warriors. Please send a knight to save us." Arthur sent Sir Kai to save the people of Anglesey from Palag's cat. The knight and the cat fought for a long time. The cat smashed Kai's shield to splinters, but Kai did not give up. At last he defeated Palug's cat. Anglesey was safe. The wizard had been right. One of Hen Wen's babies did cause terrible trouble to an island. Palug's cat is still remembered today. There is a plant with silvery green leaves and bright yellow flowers. It is called silverweed in English and Palf agath Palug in Welsh. This means Palug's cat's paw. I wonder why such a terrible animal had such a beautiful flower named after it. Maybe Palug's cat wasn't quite as terrible as the wizard thought. Maybe it had a good side. I like to think so.